What's going on YouTube? You're watching Fixed by Shaq, and in today's quick video I'm gonna show you how to fix the issue of your lightning adapter, or in other words it's also called the lightning dongle, not working when connected into your iPhone device in here. Now it's very important for you to follow here all the steps in the particular order that I'll be showing them to you, otherwise you might miss a very important step here throughout the process down here. Hey, my name is Shaq, and in this channel I help you fixing tech related issues, and I also share cool tech hacks as well as tutorials. So if you're into tech content specifically related to Apple devices, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell icon in order for you to get updated every time I upload a brand new video. Now jumping straight into today's video, we do have two types of dongles or lightning adapters. Okay, so we do have the old one, which is the lightning one, which is this one right here, which supports the older iPhone devices, and then we've got this one, which is the new model, where we do have a Type-C entrance in here. So this one supports the older lightning ports, while this one supports the much newer Type-C models which came after iPhone 15. Down here we do have the old system here, which allows us to insert an aux cable in here. So the concept is pretty simple in here. Whenever we want to listen to songs, for example on earphones that don't support the Apple entrance in here or the Apple port, we usually connect this into our device, and then we connect the other end into an external earphone or even an aux cable if we wish to connect, for example, our device to a speaker or something related to that. Now that's the concept here of the lightning adapter. Now if it's not working here, we do have a few steps in order to diagnose, but I would like to let you guys know that it might be a software issue or a hardware issue. And regardless of the type of cable that you have, whether it's a lightning or Type-C, I'm gonna help you diagnose the issue and solve the issue in today's video. Now jumping straight into the very first step in here, you need to find out what's actually happening, whether it's simply not connecting, or if you get this message in here which says this accessory may not be supported. Now if you get this message which says this accessory may not be supported, there's a connectivity problem in here. There's a problem with the connection in here. Something is not right. It might be here, for example, the cabling or the wiring in here, or it might be something related to your port. This is just an indication that it's not connecting properly, or it's not recognizing which device you're actually connecting into your iPhone device. Now if you simply don't get that message and you just connect it into your device and it simply doesn't play, or you do not hear any song, that might be a software issue in most cases. But let's jump into the very first step in here. So first things first, check the wire that you've got in here. As I've just said, see if you do not have anything in here loose that looks loose or damaged, okay? And also while you connect, try actually moving the cable around to see if this actually affects the connectivity. For example, if you move a bit to the left or right and you suddenly hear it playing the song correctly, that's probably your adapter or dongle which actually got damaged. Otherwise, you can hop straight into settings in here, scroll down. Okay, let me just increase my brightness real quick. Scroll down all the way to sounds and haptics in here. Tap on sounds and haptics, and next up scroll down all the way to headphone safety down here. So you want to tap on headphone safety, and next up you want to tap here on USB audio accessories, and you'll be able to see an option in here which says forget all USB audio accessories. Okay, so what you want to do in here is pretty much tap in here in order to reset or forget all USB audio accessories that we've previously connected into our device. This might be because your device might have had a bug or a glitch, something that might be interfering here with the connectivity. So I want you to tap once in here and then simply tap on forget all USB audio accessories, and once you tap once again in here, you'll see that that message or actually option has vanished. Okay, if you simply are unable to see any message in here to actually forget the accessories, do not worry, no worries at all. You can keep on following with the next steps in here of the tutorial. Okay, next up, what I would recommend you guys to do is to actually perform a hard or forced restart here on your iPhone device. Now a forced restart is actually performed in different ways depending on your iPhone model. Okay, so if you do have an iPhone 8 or later models, for example if you've got an iPhone 8, 11, X, okay, 12, 13, all the way to iPhone 16 or 17, the process to actually perform a hard restart is simply by tapping rapidly on volume up and then rapidly volume down and then pressing and holding the power button until you see the Apple logo on your screen. This is how it goes. 1, 2, and then press and hold the power button in here. Keep on pressing it. Do not release it for a couple seconds. Approximately, we're talking about 6 to 8 seconds, okay? Keep on pressing. Your phone will reboot automatically. Once you see the Apple logo, release the button and let your iPhone turn on its own or by its own, okay? So I've got in here an iPhone 16 Pro, and this is the process in order to perform a forced restart or a hard restart on your phone. Now, please note that this doesn't wipe out your device. You will not lose any data or information. This is just actually restarting your phone from scratch in order to delete all those temporarily cache saved information which is related to our system here on our iPhone device. And we want to make sure we do have a fresh new connection in here with our audio adapter or dongle real quick. Now, once your iPhone turns back on, we're moving into the next step where we're going to try, of course, to connect the adapter. And if it still persists, if you still don't see any improvement on that issue, we're moving into the next step real quick. Now, on the next step, you're going to connect the adapter or dongle into your device, okay? Make sure you connect it. And then the next thing you want to do is quickly actually try to play that specific song or anything like that and head into Bluetooth real quick. Now, you want to make sure that you do not have Bluetooth turned on in here because you might be in a situation where you actually think that your adapter is connected while you do have your phone on top of that connected to a specific Bluetooth speaker automatically. So that might cause your device to actually connect to the Bluetooth device and not playing the song here through the Lightning connector. Another thing I wanted to share with you guys is that we sometimes have a few duplicate dongles or adapters that actually require you to turn on the Bluetooth and connect it on top of the connector down here. What happens? You need to double check if you do have an original or a duplicate dongle. Normally, when you do have an original dongle, you do have here some Apple description or information here on the wire. I think it's visible here, California, stuff like that, designed by Apple California. You do have some information down here, okay, on top of this wire in here. Now, you want to double check if you do have that information. Now, if you don't have that information, you might be dealing with a duplicate dongle in here that will require you to connect, and on top of it, it might display in here some Bluetooth device like earphones or headphones. So try connecting to that and see if it helps fixing the issue. Normally, when you do have a duplicate or a replica dongle, it comes here with a light that keeps on blinking or something like that. That's probably a duplicate dongle. And I also don't recommend you guys using a duplicate dongle because it doesn't have a lot of quality. Now, moving into the next step, once you've double checked that the problem here is not related to that, the problem can be related to your USB port in here. So what we want to do in here is pretty much clean our USB port in here. And in order for us to do that, we actually need to remove our case real quick in here, okay? And then we'll be giving a look here at the charging port real quick. Now I'm going to show you two different charging ports. For example, in here, I do have an iPhone 6, which is an old iPhone model that still has the Lightning connector or port in here. So we do have two types of entrances in here. We've got the Lightning and then we've got the Type-C one in here. Now, starting here by the Lightning one on the right, what we're going to do is we need a toothpick, okay? Something like this. You want to grab a toothpick and you want to make sure you insert it to remove as much dust that you've got inside, okay? So just insert it, bring it down, perform this movement, down, this movement, and you want to remove as much lint or dirt from the charging port. This might be actually the reason or the cause for this to happen. Unfortunately, my toothpick just got broken, but as you can see, we do have some dirt in here. If you can see, we do have some lint or dirt in here that is coming out here from our charging port. I'm gonna use the other side in here. As you can see, I'm able to remove some dirt here from the charging port and it's dark, okay? So you want to perform this for 5 minutes here to this side and then to the other side as well. Now here on the Type-C, you wanna be more careful. Of course, you're gonna use the same toothpick strategy in here first, but on these sides, because in the middle, we do have there some connectors. Okay, so you want to keep it here aside, remove it here from the top. Don't insert it way too deep, otherwise it might damage the Type-C connector. Here on the sides as well, here on the sides, you want to remove some dust from the charging port in here. Now, on top of this, on the Type-C one, once you're done using the toothpick, you're going to actually need a toothbrush, okay? You want to make sure you do have something which is dry and clean in order to clean here your charging port if it's a Type-C one. Now, what you're going to do is simply insert it like this, and then you want to simply bring out all the dust that you've got by performing this movement in here. Now, toothbrush is something soft, so it won't damage. It's going to clean it properly. And then you're going to flip it other way, and then you want to perform the same movement in order to remove as much dust as you can here from the charging port. This will help. As you can see in here, we already have dust coming out in here. If it's visible, this is all coming out from the charging port in here. Especially if you are someone who actually takes your iPhone on outdoor environments, sandy environments with a lot of dust and stuff like that, that might actually cause your charging port for not connecting properly to the lightning adapter. Now, once you're here already cleaning stuff in here on your phone, you can also take the advantage to take the toothbrush and clean your speaker like this and your microphone as well in order to remove some dust in here so people can hear you much better, and you can also hear people or songs playing in a much louder volume. This is just an extra tip since you are already cleaning your iPhone charging port. Here at the top as well, you can also clean the speaker in order to make sure that your iPhone is actually clean every time. Okay, so also you can take advantage to clean your speakers down here and at the top as well. Now, if none of these steps helped fixing the issue that you've got of having your lightning connector not connecting into your iPhone device, I'm so sorry, but the problem might be lying on your dongle or adapter. So what I would recommend you guys to do is to try connecting this lightning adapter into a different device or connecting a different dongle into your device just to check if it works. Okay, unfortunately, if none of this helped, most probably you might be having a damaged lightning adapter, and I would recommend you guys in trying a different one or buying a new one, unfortunately. Thank you so much for making it till the end of the video, and if you find my content useful, consider subscribing, like the video, and let me know in the comment section down below if you do have any question or doubt. Thanks for watching Fixed by Shaq, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.